Hi everyone, welcome to ZyNerd's NEET MDS info series for MDS Counseling 2024. We'll be looking at the Maharashtra State MDS Counseling. In this session, we'll be looking at in detail, in-depth information on the eligibility for the counseling, the application requirements, the certificates required, the round-wise rules, choice filling and allotment rules, joining, upgradation and exit rules. This will give you a complete idea of the counseling process. This is in detail. In case you have still any queries, you can always join us on our Telegram group. That is a free Telegram group where we respond to queries. For ZyNerd subscribers, obviously whoever is a subscriber, thank you for the excellent feedback. We have got a lot of subscribers being the first year of launch this year. If you're a subscriber, you will be able to look at the allotments, updates, closing ranks of the cutoffs, updated for 2023 and also for 2024. As we move ahead, we have already updated the round 1 all India counseling trends based on 2023 versus 2024. You will be able to see that now instantly. We uploaded within half an hour. For all the states, we'll upload within 1 to 2 days of the results, and you will be able to see who has taken all India round 1 seat and also a state round 1 seat, how many will be vacant. The entire analysis will also be available in the allotment mapping section as we move ahead. All notifications updates are also available on ZyNerd. Now we'll look at the complete process in terms of the timelines first, and then the process. The publication of information brochure is done. Till 15th, you have time to register. Registration, note that it ends on 15th at 6 p.m. But uploading of certificates and payments can be till 11:59 p.m. Your seat matrix is published on 16th, and then the common merit list is also published on 16th. Choice filling will immediately start, and you have almost 2 days to complete your choice filling. Selection list will be on 19th. Note that all India round 1 joining is till 17th. So in case you hold a seat, you will have to go join the seat unless you are absolutely sure that your state round 1 seat is going to be a better seat. So in case you don't join, if you join the seat, after that your state round 1 results will come on 19th. MCC will give you time to resign on 17th itself, or on 18th they will tell you that this is the time you have to resign your seat, and the module will open. 22nd only all India round 2 starts. Usually they extend this timeline till 21st, 20th or 22nd, 21st, at least 1 day before this. So possibly you will have enough time for you to resign your seat. So we would suggest you go ahead and join and then wait for this timeline from MCC and then take a call. Physical, that is only for those candidates who have taken an all India round 1 seat. The seats in Maharashtra, 50% of seats from government institutes or government aided or corporation institutes, 50% of seats from unaided private institutes. Both these come under the government quota. What is the distinction here? Here private institute seats or minority medical college institute seats, 50% are a still lower fee structure. Eligibility is the same. The rest 50% come under institutional quota of private institutes. This is at a higher fee structure. For all three, eligibility is the same. Only difference is that the state government quota seats of private institutes come at a lower fee structure. 40% is the criteria, like we know, for these category for other candidates other than the open category. Open category candidates or EWS candidates is at 50%. Open PWD candidates are 45%. VJ, NT, SBC, SC, ST and even SBC candidates now who have got an additional reservation of 10%, that will be the category. In case you don't fall under OBC NCL in all India, does not mean you are not eligible for state category wise reservation. You did not apply in all India, you don't fall under OBC or NCL in all India, doesn't matter. If you have a caste category certificate, have income certificate, or have a caste validity certificate, that would be sufficient for Maharashtra. Eligibility for Maharashtra seats, 2 category of candidates are eligible for Maharashtra. One, those who passed BDS from any institute in the state of Maharashtra. That is category number 1. It can be Maharashtra University of Health Sciences or any deemed university. So if you passed MBBS from any university, you can be a domicile of different state. You are eligible. Let us say you did not pass MBBS from Maharashtra, but you are a domicile of Maharashtra. You belong to Maharashtra and you did your BDS under All India quota. 15% All India quota is government seats, AIMS, or central government institutions. Let us say you did your BDS under a central government institution, AMU, BHU, etc. Then you are eligible even if you did your MBBS outside Maharashtra, but you should produce a domicile certificate of Maharashtra. Note that while Maharashtra has a curious distinct clause for NRI saying if you opt for NRI, you are not eligible for the government quota seats or any other private institute seats. You are only eligible for NRI. But OCI candidates have a specific Supreme Court order which states that they should be eligible for all seats that are available for Indian citizens under the open category. So if you are an OCI, you will be eligible for all seats that have been, in case your OCA card was issued before 4/3/2021. That is what Maharashtra states. Note some of the ineligibility clauses. Foreign medical graduates are not eligible. Even if you are a domicile of Maharashtra, you are not eligible. You will be eligible only for NRI seats. One clause, like we said, with the new rule, OCI foreign medical college graduates might be eligible as far as non-NRI seats. This we are not very clear. You will have to possibly, if you are an OCA and a foreign medical graduate, very rarely there will be one or two people. You will have to check on that. Foreign national candidates are not eligible, obviously. Who else is ineligible? In case you are admitted in PG seats for the last 2 years and resigned after the deadline, resulting in a lapse of a seat, you are not eligible. You are pursuing a PG course like an MDS course now, then you already completed a PG course, you are not eligible for government institute seats. So if you are a candidate who has already completed an MDS course, then you are not eligible for an MDS seat again in a government institute. But in private institutes, you can opt for an MDS seat. Seats split, Maharashtra, 50% of seats go into the state government quota. All the state government seats, 50% goes into state government quota, rest goes into AAQ, as you know. 15% of this is for in-service candidates. In unaided private means minority institutions, excluding the minority institutions, 50% comes under the state government quota, low fee structure. 50% comes under the institutional quota, high fee structure. NRI, maximum out of this 50%, 35 will be here, 15% maximum can be NRI. That is at a very high fee structure. You can just check that. Private minority institutions, same. Unfilled seats shall be filled by non-minority candidates. 50% instead of going into the state government quota, they go into the minority quota, which means all seats will be directly filled. In-service candidates, we will get back to that over later, but at least 3 years service should be there. Incentives applicable only for in-service seats. So they have an 10-20-30 incentive policy that is only for in-service seats. Without incentives, they can participate in the general merit seats as well. Usually, you will see very few, 1 or 2 candidates picking up seats. So that is how it is usually. The reservation we will not get into in detail. This is a reservation as far as government institutes are concerned. In the private and unaided institutes, within the government quota, you have a reservation which is to the tune of this. Note that within the government quota, government college seats have a different reservation, private institutes have a different reservation. This is reservation up to the extent of 35%. This is almost like 70% with the new SEBC clause. 5% horizontal reservation for PWD candidates. Orphan reservation is also available to the extent of 1%. Note that EWS is applicable. EWS here you see only for government institutes, not applicable for private institutes. In service, we already took you through in service. They also get an additional weightage which is used for the in service quota, 10% for each year, up to a maximum of 30%. Basically, maximum 3 years you can claim in remote and difficult areas. Remote or difficult areas. NRI seats, 50% of seats in private dental colleges maximum come into NRI. NRI candidates are not eligible to participate in other seats. So if you are an NRI, you cannot end up participating in these seats and also the private institutional quota seats. If you apply as an NRI, you will be eligible only for NRI. Minority seats are available in private minority institutions. We'll check on that if there's any minority institution. And NRI eligibility, this you can just go through. This is the NRI eligibility. You should be an NRI or sponsor should be an NRI. NRI certificate of student or father, mother, real brother or sister, real brother or sister of father, real brother or sister of mother, grandparents, maternal or paternal grandparents, and first degree paternal or maternal cousins are eligible. If you have a confusion this, if you are a subscriber, you can always call us. We will help you out with this. Sponsor proofs are mentioned over here. You can just check on these proofs and get these proofs. Most of you would have already got these proofs for All India Counselling, except that 1 or 2 might be additional. Like this is not required for All India Counselling, but you might require that for Maharashtra State Counselling. The rest of the affidavits and family charts are fine. And candidates who apply for NRI quota are not eligible for any other seat. We already emphasized this. If you are applying for NRI quota, only NRI you are eligible for. But for OCAs, they have a slightly different rule. How that is possible? Yes, based on the Supreme Court order, but NRIs now fall under a different clause. So the application form filling, apply online through the link, fill all entries, accept the declaration and submit. Registration fee of 3,000 needs to be paid. Log in with application number and unique password. Then after payment, you upload all scan copies. list of applicants is produced. Physical document verification is when requested. This is now requested only at the time of joining. No need to go for any document verification. Common merit list is immediately published on, like we saw on 16th, common merit list will be published and choice filling immediately starts. For in-service candidates, application should be forwarded by the establishment, by the respective authority. These are the documents that are required to be uploaded. If you have any queries in these documents, you can always come back to us. If you are a subscriber, we will be able to help you out with what are the documents required. We might not be able to help you with getting the documents, but know that these are the documents required. Note that they have also mentioned that you can apply as a particular caste, but in case you don't have the caste certificate at this point in time, at the time of physical verification, you will have to get a caste certificate. See, we are not sure how they are doing this because there is no verification that happens at this stage once you upload your certificates. But at the time of admissions, definitely that is required. So in case your caste certificate is delayed by 2 days, don't miss out on the application. That is what we are saying. Anything is missed out, don't miss out on the application. Upload an affidavit saying that it will be submitted later in case it is a mandatory field. But don't say that I did not get it now, so I missed out on the application, and then you lose a seat in round 1. All the other certificates are mentioned over here. A domicile certificate alone is required, they specifically required. If you did not do your BDS from Maharashtra, then a domicile certificate is definitely required for you to be eligible for based on your 15% AAQ or AIMS or central government based BDS education if you are a domicile of Maharashtra. And the certificate should be valid for 2024-25, both the caste certificate and the caste validity certificate and non-creamy layer certificate and the EWS certificate should be valid within these days. Caste and caste validity certificate, if you're applying under a particular caste category, you will have to do that. So note that all uploaded PDFs are in all uploaded documents are in PDF in color, and later you need to take a original copy. This will come to the round-wise rules of Maharashtra. So we'll quickly run you through the round-wise rules of Maharashtra round by round. Note that all rounds are online now. Earlier there used to be an institutional round. Last year, you know that there was in case you're following the MDS counseling since last year, there was an issue with respect to allotments through direct institutional round, as in basically candidates go to the institution and get allotted. This has been taken away because of the High Court issues, related issues. They are aligning with All India Counselling and the Supreme Court order saying that there should be no offline round. Every round will be online. Now we are getting into what? We are getting into the round-wise rules. All rounds are online. Fresh registration possible in round 1. Note that fresh registration is not possible in round 2. It is not possible. If you miss out round 1, you have to go to register in round 3, and beyond that there is no fresh registration. So only these 2 rounds they allow you registration. Round 3 is now earlier was called mop-up, but because upgradation is now allowed, they are now changed it to round 3. Allotted and I did not join. In case you are allotted in round 1, you did not join, no forfeiture of security deposit. Allotted and joined and resigned, yes, it is possible within deadline, no forfeiture of security deposit. You will pay a security deposit, that will not be forfeited. So in round 1, if let us say I am allotted and I did not join, will I be eligible for the next round? Yes, you will be eligible. Upgradation is possible, yes. R1 to R2, upgradation is possible. After joining a round 1 seat, you can upgrade to round 2. If not upgraded, let us say you come into this round with a seat and you are not upgraded, what will happen? Whether you will be able to resign that seat. This is not relevant because round 1 you will not come into round 1 with a seat. After round 1 only you will get your seat. Within how many days can they resign? Within the given deadline, they will give you a deadline. This will accommodate for All India round 2 joining. Like state round 1, you got a seat, they will allow you to resign to join All India round 2 seat. Impact on security deposit after resigning, no forfeiture of security deposit even if you resign. Next round eligibility after resigning, yes, eligible for next round. Here we saw that if not joined, eligible for next round. If resigned also, joined and resigned, you will be eligible for the next round. We'll go back to round 2. We said it is online, no fresh registration, but yes, fresh choices. Like you have already registered in round 1, you fill choices for round 1. Those choices will not be carried forward. It will be fresh choices for round 1. Here we'll have to, you have to note something. So in stray alone, we'll come to that at a later point in time. Now we are looking at round 2. Allotted and did not join. What happens to the security deposit? Registration fee and security deposit is forfeited. For round 3, you become eligible, but you will have to pay the security deposit. Same with allotted and joined and resigned. Registration and fee and security deposit paid is forfeited. So what happens when am I eligible for the next round if I don't join? Yes, you are eligible for the next round if you don't join an allotted round 2 seat. Am I eligible for the next round after resigning? Eligible for the next round, but you might have to pay your security deposit again. Upgradation is possible to the next round. Yes, round 2 to round 3. You hold a round 2 seat, join it, and then you can get a better seat in round 3. You are eligible for that. If upgraded, then the previous seat, what happens? R1 seat, I take an R1 seat. I am going for upgradation in R2. I retain my R1 seat. I don't get upgraded. Now I resign that seat. Yes, it is possible, but your registration fee and security deposit will be forfeited. How many days? It will be within the given timeline. This will usually be like this. All India round 3 results are out. Till that point in time, you will be able to resign your state round 2 seat with security deposit forfeiture. No penalty will be applicable. And what will happen to my security deposit after resigning? Obviously, the security deposit is forfeited. This is in round 2. We'll look at round 3 now. Round 3 is online. Fresh registration is possible. Yes, in round 3, fresh registration is possible. Obviously, fresh choices in all the rounds, except after stray. Registration, what will happen if you don't join a seat or resign a seat after joining? Registration fee and security deposit will be forfeited as far as round 3 is concerned. Here, so here note that after resigning, your registration and security deposit is forfeited, but once you join R3 seat, you cannot resign without a penalty. This is not specifically mentioned over here, but be very clear, during that point in time, once you join an R3 seat, they will give you information that there will be a timeline before which, after which security, your entire penalty will be applicable for R3 onwards. Be very clear on it. In case you resign your round 3 seat or don't join your round 3 seat, you lose eligibility for stray rounds and all other rounds. So once allotted in round 3, you will not be able to participate in the next rounds at all. Once allotted in round 3, this is similar to all India. R3 to R4, upgradation is not possible. I can't join a seat and then go ahead and upgrade in round 4. And security deposit, we said already, is forfeited if you don't, if you resign. Next, obviously, you are not eligible for the next round if you resign a seat. Resignation alone, there is some confusion. We will also get back to you on that, whether you will be able to resign your round 2 retained seat in round 3. You go into round 2 with a seat, you retain the same seat in round 3. We don't think resignation is possible, but we look at the data of previous year and get back to you on that. Stay round is online. No institutional round from this year. No fresh registration possible. If you have registered in mop-up, only then you will be eligible for stray and all the further rounds of stray. Fresh choices, but note that the stray vacancy round choices will be considered for subsequent stray choices. This should be very clear. Okay, and note that forfeiture of security deposit and tuition fee paid. The already paid tuition fee will also be forfeited if you are allotted and you don't join. This tuition fee is a little bit unclear, and forfeiture of security deposit and tuition fee and discontinuation fee. This possibly is not relevant over here. Ignore this part. You will have to, if you don't join, you will lose your security deposit over here. If you don't join, join and resign, this might not be possible. You will have to ignore these comments. If you join and resign a stray vacancy seat, you will have to pay a penalty, complete penalty. We'll come to the penalty that will be to the tune of 20 lakhs. And eligible for the next round, if not joined, no, you are not eligible. Round 4 to further rounds is not possible. No upgradation from the previous round. So nobody can hold a seat from R3 and come into R4. No resignation possible without penalty. You cannot join a seat and can't resign. And security deposit is forfeited if you resign anyways. After paying a penalty, then if you, let us say you pay a penalty of 20 lakhs and resign, still security deposit is forfeited. You are not eligible for the next rounds once allotted in All India stray round. Application fee we have 3,000 rupees is the application fee. For government colleges, it is 25,000. If you are interested only in government colleges, pay 25,000 and 12,500 for other categories. If you don't belong to the open category. Private colleges alone, I want to participate, it is 1 lakh. In case I want to participate in government and private, it is still 1 lakh. This you have to pay at the time of application itself, along with 3,000. Registration fee is not refundable. This 3,000 is not refundable. Security deposit is not refunded. If after state round 2 does not join, the candidate does not join and resigns, then the security deposit is not refunded. Tuition fee, government is around 1,04,000. For private institute tuition fee, we have the complete information in ZyNerd. You can have a look at it. Other than this, you will have to pay these fees. Some of them are per annum fee, including the hostel fee, etc. This is for government institutes. Penalty, let us say you resign after the deadline, after round 3 joining, before stay. They'll be giving you a timeline, then you have a 20 lakhs penalty. We mentioned that we'll get back to you on this. So a 20 lakhs penalty is applicable after round 3 resignation. After round 3 joining 2, there might be a resignation possible, but there will be a penalty for that. Service bond and penalty, 1 year 50 lakhs is the service bond and penalty for MDS seats which are in government institutes for both AAQ and state quota government institutes. No service bond for candidates joining private institutes. No private institute is supposed to get a bank guarantee for the remaining years or have a service bond. Course discontinuation penalty, 20 lakhs is to be paid in case you discontinue the course after a prescribed deadline after round 3 or after the end of the counseling. As we move forward, all these will be very clear with new notifications. We are going based on 2023 info taken in tandem with the changes of 2024. But beyond that too, there will be a lot of queries on what happens in these scenarios. They will publish notifications towards that. Private institutes, in case you are discontinuing, the 3-year full fee will also have to be paid. Government stipend is as mentioned here. This might have increased. We will just modify that accordingly. This might have increased to the tune. We are just getting confirmation on that. We'll modify that accordingly. Hope you have complete information on Maharashtra. So only thing that may require some clarity is over here. In terms of allotted and did not join, the security deposit will be forfeited here. No tuition fee is there. And then allotted, joined and resigned. Here, what is the timeline for resignation? Those two, we will get that clarified as we move forward. So at that point in time, you can take a call. This is only with respect to the stray round. It is towards the last phase of the counseling. If you are allotted, it is highly likely that you will join. You'll get clarity on that. Thanks a lot for watching.